massive game this weekend?
It is that, and sort of, we're well aware of sort of our situation, and we've got to sort of, make these games count now, and get the wins. Otherwise, we're just making it incredibly hard for ourselves. So, but it's a game we feel we can win, and we're pretty confident, and I think at home's, the big advantage as well.
Yeah.
And, we've just got to make sure we try and make the most of that.
You've had 2 weeks since Dublin as a side. I mean, everyone said it, almost there, but to come away from there must have been hugely disappointing and frustrating as well. It
was, and I suppose you could almost say it's been the story of the season, really. You look at back at a lot of the games. We have been so close there, and those few points have cost us, and especially going away to somewhere like Leinster. If you look back at it, we had the opportunities there, and somewhere like that, you're not going to get many opportunities. So if you want to come away with that win, you've got to take them. So, you could say it's just being clinical again cost us, but we are trying to put it right, and hopefully we can.
Enjoying it? 'Cause you've had a decent run in the side, since December. Really.
I'm on a personal note, I'm sort of loving the challenge every week. Coming in against these big name wingers, and like you say, I sort of came in and I've managed to sort of hold my place down, and I've played quite a few games on the bounce, and loving it. Yeah, having I don't feel out of my depth at all. I feel like I'm improving and competing at this level. It's just now trying to enable the team to do the same, really, and get compete, turn these close games into the wins.
Have you seen your own expectations for the season?
Well, I don't know. I'm a pretty ambitious sort of character, really. I came in here this year. I didn't come in just for hoping for a few games. I came in to sort of try and establish myself, make a serious go of it, and hopefully it could, I can then have a good career, to make the most of it.
Yourself, obviously the season's coming towards the close. Have you decided in terms of your future? Has anything been decided yet?
Well, I'm really enjoying my time down here, and like you say, now I've had this run of games. I'm hoping off the back of that, it's looking positive, and I'm quite happy to stay down here.
You're quite happy to swap the office for the.
Oh well, that's the thing now. You sort of after having a taste for this sort of lifestyle, and playing week in, week out, it'd make it very hard to go back to the office next year. And it's something I see myself doing. I do enjoy it in the business community, and it's something towards the end. At the end of my career, I would want to go back into. But whilst I can, I'm quite happy to carry on playing rugby for the foreseeable future. Anyway.
What's the office hours?
So I've last year I worked with PricewaterhouseCoopers. So I'm almost a fully chartered accountant. I've passed all my exams. I'm 70 days short of being time qualified. You have to do 450 days in total. So at the moment, I'm as close as I'm so close to it. So I think the plan is at the moment in the off season, I'm going to go back and work with PricewaterhouseCoopers and just cram as many hours in, and reduce it. I probably won't get the 70 days, but reduce it to a small amount, and then I don't know. We'll have to discuss some options there, because the risk is if I just leave it, it could sort of lapse. I might have to redo the exams, and the exams are the hardest things I've ever done in my life. And I was fortunate to pass them, and there's no on earth I want to repeat those.
Why and how a guy from Geordieland ends up in West Wales?
Well, because I'm originally from North Wales. I'm from Colwyn Bay, and I'd gone up to Newcastle to university there, and Pricewaterhouse ran my course there. So it was natural that once you finished, you then worked. You just went straight into the office you did work placements at, and my work placement was at Newcastle. So I ended up doing 5 years up there. But what happened was, off the back of the games I had with the Falcons, I then got an agent to sort of tout me about and just see, if there was any interest, because to give my rugby a serious go, a push. And then unfortunately the Scarlets came up quite keen, obviously with my Welsh roots and everything, and I came down, had a look around, and sort of really impressed with what I saw, the coaching staff, and thought return to the homeland was on the cards. And next thing, finished working in June, moved down here in July, and been down here enjoying it.
The whole maybe the European champions, going to aside of the history of Breen and all that, it's just giving you a really taste of things, I suppose. Oh
well, that's it. I've caught I've really had a great taste of it. And I'm just, there's no way I want to let this slip now. I sort of want to make the most of this. I've just,
from a team point of view, there's a huge lot of work to do this season, isn't it? From now until then.
Well, that's it. The situation, it's look to ourselves. We've got ourselves in this situation, so it's up to us to pull ourselves out of it. But at the same time, it's in our control. We've got quite a few games to put that right, and we look at all the games, and I'd say we're comfortable that we can win all those and get the points required to get us in the position we need in the league.
Yeah, I suppose the key is not to go into your shell as well, isn't it? And keep playing the way you have been playing.
Well, that's it, because like I said earlier, we've had the opportunity to win them. It's just that quite not being clinical enough. So there's no point changing the way we're playing, because we're creating the opportunities. Just making sure we take them.
Excellent.
What's it like playing with Welsh internationals, Lions, All Blacks, Wallabies? Because that would probably be something you didn't think you were going to do, I would imagine.
Well, not at all. And it's so surreal, sort of, to think, a year ago today, I was working literally in a little office auditing some company, a million miles from where I am now. But now I'm here. I just want to prove myself, establish I've become a respected member of the team. I don't want to feel like, we've just brought this guy in for a year. I want to feel part of the team and earn my place there. And in the future, who knows where that could lead to? Maybe be one of the internationals amongst them.
You want to achieve, and obviously you want to get another contract for the following season. What are the height of your ambitions if things went the way that you would want them to go?
Well, I suppose height of ambition at the moment, it's for the team at the moment, to get us up the league. That's my immediate ambitions. But longer term, like you said, secure my sort of future, a longer contract, and then just to keep improving my game, which I feel like I have been doing throughout the season. I've got, still got loads to work on, and quite happy to sort of, to be told frankly what I need to do, and just work as long as I can on those. And which is the way I am. I'll always aim for the highest, to reach the best player I possibly can be, and reach those, international honours would be incredible. And I probably see that more as a longer term goal, because I've still got a lot of improving to do on on the shorter term scale. So.
One experience that you've had as a player that made you stop and realise you had a lot of work to do, and another experience where you actually thought, I can do this?
I suppose when I had my Heineken Cup debut at Leinster at home, in that surrounding, it was a great atmosphere, and I think right at the beginning of the first half, a few times I got caught out of place and stuff, and blow me, Leinster, I think they might have scored or got very close to scoring, and you're just like, wow, you're out of place by 1 metre here, spotted and exploited, so that was, but at the same time, a couple of weeks after that, I like breathe away, sort of when I made a break in the first minute and sort of ran that, well, I've done it quite a few times, sort of made these breaks, and as long as I've been comfortable, as long as I'm making these breaks and these opportunities, and just keep working on my game, sort of the chances, of actually finishing them off, and sort of myself, or, getting the offload to teammate, I feel it's there, it's coming.